Good morning. Sorry, my Instagram was having trouble, and it's just now gotten there. Happy Easter Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful Resurrection Sunday. Ours was pretty great, even though we were just by ourselves. We just picked up our dog on Saturday from his trainer, so we've been adjusting to life with a third 75-pound, very outgoing family member, which has been fun and difficult. So today we have, we're starting week 2 of our 4 weeks, and this week we've got 5 Psalms from Monday through Friday related to trust in the Lord. So, again, they're not all like explicitly trust God Psalms, but all of them felt to me like they had some kind of that message in it. So today we have Psalm 40, and I will go ahead and read it aloud. Psalm 40, Gratitude and Prayer for Help. For the leader, a Psalm of David. Surely I wait for the Lord, who bends down to me and hears my cry, draws me up from the pit of destruction, out of the muddy clay, sets my feet upon rock, steadies my steps, and puts a new song in my mouth, a hymn to our God. Many shall look on in fear, and they shall trust in the Lord. Blessed the man who sets his security in the Lord, who turns not to the arrogant or to those who stray after falsehood. You, yes you, O Lord my God, have done many wondrous deeds, and in your plans for us there is none equal to you. Should I wish to declare or tell them, too many are they to recount. Sacrifice and offering you do not want, you opened my ears. Holocaust and sin offering you do not request. So I said, see, I come with an inscribed scroll written upon me. I delight to do your will, my God. Your law is in my inner being. When I sing of your righteousness in a great assembly, see, I do not restrain my lips, as you, Lord, know. I do not conceal your righteousness within my heart. I speak of your loyalty and your salvation. I do not hide your mercy or faithfulness from a great assembly. Lord, may you not withhold your compassion from me. May your mercy and your faithfulness continually protect me. But evils surround me until they cannot be counted. My sins overtake me so that I can no longer see. They are more numerous than the hairs of my head. My courage fails me. Lord, graciously rescue me. Come quickly to help me, Lord. May those who seek to destroy my life be shamed and confounded. Turn back in disgrace those who desire my ruin. Let those who say to me, aha, be made desolate on account of their shame, while those who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. May those who long for your salvation always say, the Lord is great. Though I am afflicted and poor, my Lord keeps me in mind. You are my help and deliverer. My God, do not delay. So in the notes in my Bible for this one, it mentions that this is a thanksgiving combined with a lament. We kind of get in that first part all the wonderful things God has done, and then in that second stanza, kind of that lament frame about evil coming and needing God to turn back his enemies. And it has this quote in my notes: this psalm stipulates the precise mode of thanksgiving, not animal sacrifice, but open and enthusiastic proclamation of the salvation just experienced. And I was really struck by that reading this psalm. This part here in the middle, from kind of verses 7 through 11 or so, he says kind of in there, I sing of your righteousness in a great assembly. See, I do not restrain my lips, as you, Lord, already know. I do not conceal your righteousness. I do not hide your mercy. I speak of your loyalty and your salvation. And I felt like there was a lot to say in here about our relationship with God in prayer. There's he says here, I'm telling God what he already knows. You know that I sing these praises to you, and I'm still going to tell you about them. And you know how wonderful you are, and I'm still going to tell you. And that kind of points to me back to kind of the Lord's Prayer and that model that we have. It's always good to praise the Lord. God knows his own glory. God knows everything. But he says, I do not restrain my lips. I speak of your loyalty and your salvation speaks directly to God. May you not withhold your compassion. May your mercy and faithfulness protect me. And also to that kind of same point, I've always loved a passage from The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis, those dense theological Narnia books. But there's a part in the first one where they're talking about having, maybe you read it, climbed this mountain, and they're without food, and they remember when they were with Aslan, the lion, who's the Christ figure, and they said, well, didn't he know we would have needed to eat? And the one child says to the other, yes, but I'd rather think he likes us to ask. And I've always thought that was such a profound idea about our relationship with God, that even God already knows all these things. He knows everything. He's not in time with us, but it's foundational to our relationship with him that we're willing to confide in him, to build up not just that Lord and servant or potter and clay relationship, but also that friendship with the Lord and that fathership that he offers us. The second thing in this passage that I really loved kind of goes back to that notion of trust, and that's in verse 17. In my translation it says, while those who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. I think it's so cool that it's all over the Bible that the result is not our main objective. Like he's saying here, when we seek God, when we go through that act of seeking, we'll be able to rejoice. We'll have gladness in God, because God knows the end of this is we're going to find him. He's everywhere. So it's not about getting to some certain point in our relationship with God, or some, standard of Christianity or mission-mindedness or anything like that. It's about the seeking. It's about daily longing for and pursuing God. We don't need to know all the answers. We don't need to know the end result in order to do the seeking and in order to do the trusting. So our trusting God in the psalm is trusting enough in him to seek him and to believe that that will lead us to rejoicing no matter what's going on around us. So this is Psalm 40. I hope you enjoy reading it, and I'm excited to hear your thoughts. Happy Easter Monday.